There's something nobody tells you about narcissists. They're not dangerous because they're evil. They're dangerous because of what happens when you finally stand up to them. Most people think a narcissist is the one hurting people. They think the narcissist is the danger. But there's a moment, a specific moment, when that changes. It's the moment you finally no to their demands, the moment you finally refuse to play along. And what comes next is something most people aren't prepared for, because a narcissist doesn't respond to being hurt the way normal people do. A normal person might feel sad, might reflect, might work to fix the relationship. A narcissist responds with rage, with revenge, with a level of psychological warfare that's designed to destroy you completely. And if you don't understand what's coming, you won't survive it. In this video, there are revelation of what happens when you stand up against a narcissist, what they do, how they retaliate, and most importantly, how to protect yourself if you've already crossed that line. Because once you understand the narcissist's retaliation pattern, you can prepare yourself for what's coming, and understanding is the only protection you have. Introduction: Why narcissists are dangerous. When wounded, the misunderstanding about narcissists. Most people think a narcissist's danger lies in their cruelty, in their manipulation, in their ability to hurt you emotionally. But that's not where the real danger lies. The real danger is in their response to being hurt. A narcissist can hurt you for years, can manipulate you, can abuse you, can take advantage of you. And as long as you're accepting the abuse, they feel like they're in control. But the moment you push back, the moment you see them eye to eye, everything changes, because a narcissist's entire identity is built on being superior, on being in control, on being the one who hurts others. When you violate that identity, when you prove that you're strong enough to hurt them, you trigger something primal. The narcissist's core wound at the center of every narcissist is a profound wound, a deep belief that they're fundamentally inadequate. To protect themselves from feeling that inadequacy, they've built an entire false self, a persona of superiority, invulnerability, power. This false self requires constant validation to maintain. It requires that other people see them as superior. It requires that they win every conflict. But when you hurt them, when you stand up to them, you're directly attacking that false self. You're saying you're not actually superior. You're not actually invulnerable. You're not actually in control. And for a narcissist, that's intolerable, because if their false self isn't real, then what are they? Just the wounded, inadequate person they've been running from their entire life. What this means: when you hurt a narcissist, you don't just cause them emotional pain. You cause them existential panic. And a panicked narcissist is a dangerous narcissist, because they will do anything to restore their sense of superiority. Anything to prove that they're still in control, anything to make you pay for threatening their false self. The narcissist's retaliation pattern: Stage 1, shock and denial. Immediate. The first stage happens immediately. The narcissist cannot process that you would dare hurt them. Their internal narrative is, I'm superior. Other people don't hurt me, I hurt them. So when you hurt them, their brain literally cannot make sense of it. What you'll see: stunned silence, disbelief. That's not like you. Defensive statements: I was just joking. Minimization: that didn't hurt me. Stage 2, rage, hours to days. Once the shock wears off, the rage begins. And this is where most people don't understand what they're dealing with. The narcissist's rage isn't like normal anger. It's not proportional to what happened. It's not aimed at resolving the conflict. It's aimed at one thing: destroying you. What you'll see: explosive anger, often at small things unrelated to what you did. Accusation attacks: you're the abuser, not me. Public smearing, telling everyone you're crazy / evil / toxic. Threatening behavior, legal threats, threats to harm themselves, threats to hurt people you care about. Gaslighting: I didn't do anything. You're overreacting. The goal is to 1. Make you regret ever standing up to them. 2. Undermine your credibility. 3. Turn others against you. 4. Make you the villain in the story. 5. Regain control. Stage 3. The smear campaign, days to weeks. This is where it gets serious. The narcissist begins a systematic campaign to destroy your reputation and isolate you from support. What you'll see: they tell everyone you know a distorted version of what happened in their version. They're the victim and you're the abuser. They provide evidence, text taken out of context, situations misrepresented. They convince mutual friends to take their side. They create a narrative where you're the dangerous one. The genius of this is, it's hard to defend yourself against, because the narcissist's version of events sounds plausible to people who don't know the full context. People hear they hurt me and naturally side with the victim. Meanwhile, if you try to defend yourself, you look like you're attacking the victim. So people trust the narcissist more. This is psychological warfare at its finest. Stage 4, hoovering or discarding. Weeks to months after the initial rage and smear campaign, the narcissist does one of two things. Option A, hoovering: the narcissist tries to suck you back in. They apologize without actually accepting responsibility. They promise to change. They love bomb you. They remind you of the good times. The goal, get you back under their control so they can punish you more slowly and make sure you never hurt them again. Option B, discarding. The narcissist decides you're no longer worth the effort. They move on to a new source of supply. They act like you're invisible. But here's the thing, they still want revenge, so they continue the smear campaign. They might send flying monkeys, people they've convinced to harass you on their behalf. They might publicly humiliate you. The goal, make sure you're completely isolated and destroyed so you never hurt anyone again. Stage 5. Ongoing retaliation, months to years even after the relationship is over. A wounded narcissist will continue to retaliate. They might show up at places you frequent, send indirect messages, through friends, post things on social media, aimed at you, spread rumors about you, threaten legal action, contact people in your life to tell them warnings about you, try to ruin your reputation in your professional life. Some narcissists will retaliate for years, because your existence is a reminder that they lost control, and they can't tolerate that. What hurting a narcissist actually means. Types of hurt, it's important to understand. Hurting a narcissist can mean different things. Type 1, saying no, you refuse to do something they want. You set a boundary, you disagree with them. This is enough to trigger retaliation because it challenges their control. Type 2, pointing out the truth. You say something like, you lied to me, you hurt me, you're being manipulative, you're shattering the false self they've constructed. You're saying the quiet part out loud. This is very dangerous because it's an attack on their core identity. Type 3, leaving. You end the relationship. You remove yourself as their source of supply. This is the ultimate rejection. You're saying, you're not good enough for me to stay. This triggers primal panic in the narcissist. Type 4, finding success. Without them you move on. You thrive. You build a good life. This is threatening because your success proves that you don't need them. And if you don't need them, then you're not under their control. Type 5, exposing them. You tell others the truth about what they did. You share their abuse publicly. You refuse to keep their secrets. This is the nuclear option because the narcissist's entire world is built on image, on controlling the narrative, and you're breaking that control. Reflection question #1, which of these types of hurt have you done, and what was their response? Because the type of hurt determines the type of retaliation that's coming. Why the retaliation is so severe, it's not about you. This is critical to understand. The narcissist's retaliation isn't about what you did. It's about who you are to them. You are a threat to their false self, a reminder of their inadequacy, proof that they can't control everyone, evidence that they're not actually superior, a source of narcissistic injury, and they must destroy you to restore their sense of superiority. The psychological mechanism: when a narcissist is hurt, something happens in their brain that's different from what happens in a normal person's brain. A normal person feels hurt, feels sad, and tries to repair the relationship or move on. A narcissist feels hurt and experiences it as a catastrophic threat to their identity. And when someone's identity is threatened, they respond with everything they have. Why it escalates. What makes the narcissist's retaliation so severe is that they don't have the tools to process hurt in healthy ways. They can't reflect on their behavior, take responsibility, apologize, sincerely work toward repair. So instead, they do the only thing they know how to do: attack. And they attack with precision because they know you deeply. They know your insecurities, they know your vulnerabilities, they know exactly where to strike to cause maximum damage. Carl Jung on the narcissist. Jung would recognize what's happening. The narcissist's entire psyche is organized around maintaining the false self. When you threaten that false self, you're threatening the entire structure of their personality. It's not a minor insult. It's an existential crisis, and an existential crisis produces desperate, dangerous behavior. The specific ways they'll retaliate: psychological warfare tactics. Tactic #1, gaslighting. They convince you that the hurt you caused them doesn't exist. I don't know what you're talking about. You're being dramatic. That never happened. You're the one being abusive. The goal: make you question your own reality so you become confused and defensive instead of standing firm. The tactic #2, triangulation. They bring in a third party to validate their version of events. This third party might be a new romantic partner. They're so much better than you, a friend or family member. Everyone agrees you're toxic. An authority figure. I talked to my therapist and they said you're the problem. The goal: isolate you by making you think everyone agrees you're wrong. Tactic #3, smear campaign. They systematically tell everyone in your life a distorted version of what happened. They position themselves as the victim and you as the abuser. They provide evidence, texts out of context, situations misrepresented, outright lies. The goal: destroy your support system so you have no one to turn to. Tactic #4, hoovering. They try to suck you back in with love bombing, promises to change, reminders of the good times, manipulation of your emotions, guilt trips. The goal: get you back under their control so they can punish you more effectively. Tactic #5, legal/professional retaliation. They might file false lawsuits, report you to authorities, make complaints to your employer, weaponize the legal system against you. The goal: create real-world consequences for you standing up to them. Tactic #6, harassment. They might show up at your home/work, send messages directly or through others, stalk you online, threaten you or people you care about, damage your property. The goal: keep you in a state of fear so you can never feel safe. Tactic #7, character assassination. They publicly humiliate you by posting about you on social media, telling embarrassing stories about you, revealing your secrets, creating a false narrative about who you are. The goal: socially destroy you so that even if you leave, you're left with no reputation, no credibility, and no friends. Reflection question #2, which of these tactics has been used against you? Because understanding which tactics the narcissist uses helps you prepare for what's coming. How to protect yourself if you've already hurt them, if you've already crossed that line, if you've already said no or left or exposed them. Here's what you need to do. Step 1, understand what's coming. Don't be in denial about the retaliation. It's coming. The narcissist will try to destroy you. Understanding this isn't pessimistic, it's realistic. The sooner you accept that retaliation is coming, the sooner you can prepare. Step 2, document everything. Start documenting all communication from the narcissist. Save texts, emails, voicemails, dates and times of incidents, witnesses to their behavior, any threats or harassment, screenshots of social media. Post this documentation is your protection. If they take legal action, you have evidence. If they spread lies, you have proof of what actually happened. Step 3, build your support system. The narcissist's goal is to isolate you. So your job is to make sure you have people who know the truth. Tell trusted friends and family what actually happened. What the narcissist is likely to claim, what tactics they might use, that you need support. This creates a buffer against the smear campaign. Step 4, protect your professional/public life. Alert your employer, colleagues, and community to potential issues. If the narcissist might contact them, if they might spread lies about you, what the truth actually is, you're not being paranoid, you're being strategic. Step 5, get professional help. See a therapist who understands narcissistic abuse. This is critical because you'll need help processing what's happening. You'll need someone to reality test for you against gaslighting. You'll need support to not go back. You'll need help healing from the trauma. Step 6, go no contact. This is the most important step. No contact means no communication at all, no responding to messages, no checking their social media, no just one more conversation. Every communication you have with the narcissist gives them an opening. It gives them more ammunition. It keeps you connected to the retaliation. No contact is how you survive. Step 7, protect your mental health. The narcissist will try to destroy you psychologically. So you need to actively protect your mind. Spend time with supportive people, engage in activities that make you feel strong, practice grounding techniques, avoid alcohol/drugs as coping mechanisms, keep a daily practice of self-affirmation. Your mind is your most valuable asset. Protect it. If you haven't hurt them yet, if you're still in a relationship with a narcissist and you're considering standing up to them, know what's coming. You have time to prepare. You can build your support system now. Before you say anything, document their behavior now. Before the retaliation begins, get professional help now. Before the crisis hits, make a safety plan now before you need it. Understanding what's coming allows you to prepare, and preparation is what allows you to survive. Reflection question #3, if you're currently in a relationship with a narcissist, what would you need to do to prepare for retaliation? Who could you tell the truth to now before things get worse? What documentation should you start keeping? These aren't paranoid questions, they're survival questions. The hardest truth: they might never stop. Here's what people don't want to hear. Even after you leave, even after you go no contact, even after years pass, the narcissist might still retaliate. Some narcissists will spend years trying to destroy someone who hurt their pride. They might still try to hoover you years later, continue the smear campaign, indefinitely show up in your life when you least expect it, try to sabotage your new relationships, attempt to ruin your reputation years after you left. This is the reality of dealing with a wounded narcissist. But here's what also matters: while they're focused on revenge, you can be building your life. While they're stuck in rage, You can be healing while they're trying to destroy you. You can be growing stronger. And here's the truth. A narcissist who's focused on revenge is a narcissist who's not in your life. Yes, they're trying to destroy you from a distance, but at least they're not directly abusing you anymore. The goal isn't to make the narcissist stop retaliating. The goal is to become strong enough that their retaliation can't touch you, and that's possible. It just takes time, professional help, a strong support system, boundaries that are unshakable, a commitment to your own healing. What healing looks like. Healing from a narcissist's retaliation doesn't mean the narcissist stops. It means you stop being affected by it. You reach a point where you don't check what they're saying about you. You don't need others to defend you. You know the truth about yourself. Their lies don't shake your foundation. Their presence doesn't trigger you, and that's when you've truly won. Because the narcissist's power lies in your fear and doubt. Once you remove that, they have nothing. Why this information matters for those hurt by a narcissist. If you've been hurt by a narcissist's retaliation, understand this. This isn't your fault. You didn't cause this. You simply refuse to accept abuse anymore. That's not wrong. That's brave. The narcissist's retaliation says nothing about you. It says everything about them. You were right to stand up. You were right to leave. You were right to protect yourself. The retaliation is just the price of freedom. For those thinking about standing up, if you're in a relationship with a narcissist and you're thinking about saying no, I'm not going to tell you it will be easy. I'm going to tell you it will be hard. The retaliation will be real. The pain will be intense, but I'm also going to tell you it's worth it, because the alternative is a lifetime of abuse, a lifetime of having your reality twisted, a lifetime of losing yourself. And when you compare the temporary pain of retaliation to the permanent pain of staying, the choice becomes clear. For those who love someone hurt by a narcissist, if you love someone who's been hurt by a narcissist's retaliation, please understand what they're going through is real trauma. Their fear isn't irrational. Their hypervigilance isn't paranoid. Their need for boundaries isn't rejection of you. They're responding to genuine danger that they experience. Support them, believe them, don't minimize what happened, and help them understand they survived. They're safe now. They're going to be okay. Closing, the final truth, what you need to know. If you hurt a narcissist, they will retaliate. That's not a threat, that's a fact. But here's what also needs to be said. You have the power to decide how much that retaliation affects you. The narcissist can spread lies, smear your reputation, try to isolate you, harass you, wage psychological warfare, but they cannot take your worth, control your thoughts, determine your future, break your spirit, win unless you let them. And the way you don't let them is by 1. Understanding what's happening. 2. Preparing for what's coming. 3. Building unshakable support. 4. Protecting your mind. 5. Refusing to engage. 6. Committing to your healing. The ultimate truth, a narcissist's retaliation is powerful, but your resilience is more powerful. A narcissist's lies are loud, but your truth is louder. A narcissist's pain is intense, but your freedom is worth it. If you've hurt a narcissist and you're suffering the consequences, know this: you made the right choice. Suffering temporarily for freedom is better than being comfortable in chains, and you will survive, you will heal. You will build a life that's so much better than the one you were living. The narcissist can retaliate all they want, but they can't stop you from becoming who you're meant to be. Thank you for watching. If this resonated with you, please share it, because someone you know might be suffering right now and not understand why. Subscribe for more psychology content about narcissism, abuse, and healing. Remember, you were right to stand up, and you're going to be okay.